There's a good thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies of mysteries, and why did it downward treasured sites in Christianity?
There's a new data point that's making proof we're not alone. UFO, a bright light is descending over the dome of the rock on Jerusalem.
Alright. Happy St. Patty's Day, and welcome to GUFON, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is March 17th, 2022. How the hell are you on this Thursday after night? Me too. I can't believe it's going to be Friday in a couple of minutes. It's going to be a great weekend. Or is it? Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. I don't know why. I just got a feeling that this weekend's going to be special. I hope you wore your green in celebration. Let me show you the sneakers if you haven't seen them. We've got the, didn't mean to show my whole leg there. But we got the Nikes and the green. Yeah. Keep your comments to yourself. I think that's the first time my legs were ever that close to the camera on GUFON. Scary! At least. But tonight, I'm all like discombobulated. I have got a lot of stuff to go over. And there's no GUFON Lives tonight. It's too much for me. All right? You want to know? It's just too much. So I'm going back to the 2 hours here. And GUFON Lives will have a live show Sunday. Just Sunday. I may do GUFON Lives Saturday and Sunday. I think that's a really good idea. Saturday in the UK. Still do that. And then Sunday night. I think we can do that. I know. 3 different times we're going to be on. No. Sunday will be at 9. Same time as now. 9 Eastern. But tonight I want to talk about what the obvious thing that's going on in politics and in our society. It has been brought into ufology. Now, I did say it's the other side. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say it out loud, but ufology seems to have turned into, you have good UFOs because we're going to tell you and we're going to make you feel good. We're not going to tell you the truth. They're picking feelings over truth. I'll explain it all. And you're going to see why I added SoldOutRadio into the mix. Because SpacedOutRadio, SpacedOutRadio for those of you just new here, SoldOutRadio gets the people who can't make it at GUFON and goes over there to get the love and the warmth they need. Because everybody's seeing something. Who are you to tell me I didn't see that with my own eyes? I know I saw something. I know. Let's see the evidence. What? That's dust, you schmohawk. No, I would never laugh like that. Inside. Hey, Mr. DB Cooper kicking it off with the first super chat of $10 for the sneakers. But I officially have the best sneaker collection in ufology, Rich. Okay, I know I don't. But now that's a challenge. No, I knew you were cool. I know, DB Cooper. How did I know you would have the coolest sneaker collection in ufology? Of course you do. Hey, I'll be number 2 to that because I don't have the kind of whip that you do. Maybe someday. But thank you for that super chat. With that super chat being the first one. You watching? English. Hey, Mr. DB Cooper 77, a $10 super chat for the sneakers, and you have the biggest collection ever in ufology. All over number 2. That's me, Mucho Gusto Generoso. Who's texting me? Oh, did I lose my wrench? Oh, yeah, it was an accident. Don't worry about it. Where are you, Dark Hour? Let me add you back. Dark Hour, he's got to get his wrench back. I knew. Yeah, in third phase too, by the way. See, you're not alone. There's a couple of people I still have to put back. Stop moving the thing. All right, there we go. Add moderator. There you go, Rubberneck. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Now, roll call is going to be limited. By the way, thanks, Mr. DB Cooper. To 1.5 minutes. And to make sure I don't go over, I've got the timer set for 1:30. And that's it. And once roll call's done in 1:30 minutes, no more 15 minutes. Go. Moonlicht, welcome to the show. Marvin Dale Likens Jr., welcome to the show. Felicia, the beautiful one. Flores, welcome to the show. Star Galactic Federation, welcome to the show. Such a cool name. John Hintz, welcome to the show. Anthony Da Vinci, what up, Tony? Don't ever call me Tony Da Vinci, ever. Renee Cruisin, good to see you back. Dark Hour, if I said it, I'll say it again. Welcome to the show. The Baconator, Lee Guy, welcome to the show. Stormcrow, welcome to the show. Good to see you early, too. I saw you in there. Sky Allen, hey, what do you say? I don't know how to lower the microphone volume. Hold on, let me pause this. I know I am coming in so loud to you people. Is it the gain I turned down? Let's try that. Where is it? No, that's my volume. Here it is. Maybe that'll help. I know the volume's coming in super loud. When I listen to the replays of the show, I'm like, God, I'm really annoying, and I'm sorry about that. All right, let's continue. 45 seconds left. Coraline, welcome to the show. World in Chaos 76, welcome to the show. Dorothy Hawkins, welcome to the show. Tim Freestone, welcome to the show. Scott Brown, hey, those are fighting words, brother. Thank you. Yeah, Gorilla Gamer. Oh, Scott, welcome to the show. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. John Ham 585, Hail 67, welcome to the show. I am Stu Little, welcome to the show. We're almost done. Mike Johnson with 11 seconds, welcome to the show. To 6 cents, welcome to the show. Who's at the front door? 6 cents? I already said it. That's it. We're done. Look at that. And Mr. DB Cooper. That took a long time, didn't it? Yeah, I know. I paused it. Okay. See, whoops. Stormcrow. What am I doing? Shane Rodriguez. I can't forget you. And Frapsap. I didn't forget. You came in after roll call ended. But from now on, welcome to the show. I wouldn't leave you hanging. Is the volume a little better at least? That I lowered that? You know what I mean? I'm trying to help you guys out with the volume. And I'm going to start off right now. Oh, you want to know what happened yesterday? Oh, yeah, I forgot about yesterday. I had the worst stomach issue, I guess you can call it. Never had anything like it. It was absolutely horrendous. It made me so, earlier in the day, I had to go on a show called Skeptico. And that was at the peak of my sickness. And I thought I did rather well. But that was at 11 or 1:30. It was at 1:30, and I've already been sleeping in the morning all day and all night, and I just couldn't move. And I got out and I got dressed. I did hair, makeup, hat, and did that for 2 hours. Got back in bed, fell asleep probably around 3:45. It didn't take long. And then I woke up and it was after showtime. And I guess I'm not doing the show. And then I went back to bed, and I stayed in bed all the way until this morning. And I finally got up, didn't eat one thing or drink anything or go to the bathroom. Oh, I don't know, man. All I know is I was exhausted. It was the worst thing I've been through in a long time. Worse than COVID. Way worse. It took me down, man. But hey, I went and worked out today. So I said, if I could work out, I'm doing the show. So here we are. $10 from FAP. That's a nice super chat, my friend. Thank you very much. And you'll get one of these because $10 super chats. Thank you, FAP, for the $10 English all over super chat. English all over. Mucho gusto generoso. A continuing supporter of GUFON, under 17, not permitted without parent. Not supposed to see me. All right. So, and thank you, a continuing supporter of GUFON. All right, got a lot of stuff to go over. It's Thursday. This show's going to fly by. Now, I'm going to start off by saying this field, it's reversed. It's completely reversed. We are only, not me, and not third phase, just to let you know. I'm throwing them in there with me. And they'll like what I'm about to say because people think that they're CGI guys. Shut off already with that. You know, that's like 12 years ago. Get over it. And they turned down more stuff than you'd imagine. And I was impressed. I'm like, wow, that isn't a bad one. And they're like, nope, CGI. And I'm like, really? So they are doing everything they can, and they do a great job. Now, with that being said, I just wanted to say that in case the boys are listening, the men, the guys, that I wasn't going to lump them in a bad way, in a good way. When we had a guy who used to be a friend of the show, some of you may remember Gutter Gawker. You saw yesterday with Kenneth Pass the type of personality that we have to deal with. Not to that extreme was Gutter Gawker, but Gutter Gawker found my show, liked it, and once in a while would ask me to look at a video of his. And I did. Now, what happens here with Gutter Gawker, it's hard to say. It happens with just about everybody who's this way. So you start off and you don't want to hurt their feelings, and they're like, all right. So they give you one or two, and you're like, hey, man, I appreciate the effort. I think that's a balloon. And then the next one, yeah, you see, that's a trick with the wing. It's not a tic-tac, it's an airplane. You could actually see the wing at this one place. Oh, okay, I see. And then they send you another one. And then you say, I think it's a satellite. And then you don't get one for a while. And then you realize that, hey, how come he sent that video to that person but didn't send it to me this time? And this is something I notice with people. They're like, I'm not sending Rich anything else because everything I send him is not a UFO. Right. Because if I see a string, how could it be a UFO? So Gutter Gawker one day got brave, stood up for himself and said, do you think I'm that stupid I wouldn't know what a balloon looks like? I'm like, I can't believe you just asked me that when the video shows a string on the bottom of it. So you have to answer, yeah, you're that stupid. Although I wasn't that way, but I'm like, well, you gave me a video. You asked me to review it. I don't give you the answer you want because I see something that looks like a string. You're right. I can't touch that object. I can't get up there and fly to it either. Or do I have the time to fly to your house? But you didn't do a good enough job. If you want to be a UFO person, follow it. And let me know how it ends. Because that's what I did. And you know what happens when that happens? 8, 9 hours later, the frickin' thing finally comes down if you didn't lose it. And 9 times out of 10, you lose the frickin' thing halfway through. Because you got to go around a corner, but under a tree. You're caught in predicaments you can't get out of. And then you can't find the damn dot. Hey, I want to know if that's an alien ship up in the sky monitoring me. You know what I mean? So I follow it, just like you're supposed to. And they would eventually run out of their helium. And I'm like, oh my God. There was one time I followed a paper bag for 3 hours, going on the freeway, 70 miles an hour, still seeing it, not knowing what it was. I'm like, holy shit, it's low, it's high. It was a freaking shopping bag. And I'm like, how did I not know that? Because it was tied. Somebody had tied the thing together. And in Arizona with the high drought dry air, things get lifted up and they have dust devils and all sorts of things and a lot of stuff going on in the wind. But anyway, Gutter Gawker got mad. I see the the $10. What I'm going to do is I see them, but in the middle of telling something, I'll announce it. But Mr. DB Cooper, thank you for the $10 at Gush. All over FAP's a Gush. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Oh. Thank you, Mr. DB Cooper 77. And a $20 super chat from FAP at Gush. All over Mr. DB Cooper's at Gush. All over FAP's a Gush. Yeah. Oh. Thank you. Both of yous guys. Mucho gusto, generoso. Continuing supporters of GUFON. So Gutter Gawker gets mad. Leaves the show. Never, doesn't come back. And then gets together with, who was it? Do you remember? Nocturnal News, I think it was. Not sure. Maybe. But I heard a rumor that Gutter Gawker has gone lion's ground on me. That was the term they used, and that wasn't good. Because lion's ground, everybody knows, if you know lion's ground, he'll take you out. So I'm like, oh, what is he doing? So he made a video about me being a Nazi, a racist, homophobe. Lost his shit. I see him over at SOR. SoldOutRadio. Hey, Gutter Gawker, $5 to you, Dave. Ching-ching. Then there's wreaking havoc. Ah, the Rika. Eureka! He captured orbs in his house. This relationship started off beautifully. Really. Nice guy. asked for advice, said Rich, right hand of God himself, herself, Rich, say anything you want, I won't get mad. Oh, well, I won't be that mean. But I'm just going to tell you right out the gate, 99.9% of the time, it's usually dust. But why don't you try something? Oh, I knew you were going to say dust, Rich. I know you knew. That's why I said it. We got it out of the way, right? Okay. He laughs. Good relationship for a couple months. Had him on the show. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Went on. I don't know if I ever went on his show. Either way, he came on a few times and was sharing videos with me and other people. And he was getting mixed reviews. And that's okay. Because same thing that happened with Gutter Gawker happened with Wreakin' Havoc. They gave me a few videos. I looked at them. Some were really interesting. You know? I'm like, these are one of the best orbs I've ever seen for orbs. But you can't convince somebody like a Gutter Gawker, like a Wreakin' Havoc, that they're capturing dust because they want to believe, because they see something in the camera, the way it's capturing it in the IR, that it looks like it's shape-shifting or moving. You know what I mean? Like there's, like the orb appears from underneath the couch and it's going, like it's going to do that. Or, pareidolia. Snowflakes, all of them are different. That's what they tell us. Well, dust is the same way. That's why you never sheet a shame one twice. But if we did, boy, would that be great for the science, the research, the love of orbs. So many people love the orbs, the spirit orbs. Now, they do exist. But not at John's. If they did exist there, he tried everything. I asked him if he could somehow seal off the room, the active room, the living room, if he could seal off all the other rooms, vents, and windows. And he did. And I said, you're the first person to ever do this. I can't wait to see these results. And they didn't change. According to him, there were less orbs, but he would go into his bedroom. His bedroom was filled with furniture and stuff, so he didn't sleep in there. He slept in the room with the orbs, and they were apparently coming out from under the couch. Well, don't you think it's beer farts and pillow dust that's coming through those cushions? But anyway, he did the test. The results didn't even matter. And he bought a good camera. And then one day, I think we were on an Alien Addicts show and I was getting ready to leave. And John was there, wreaking havoc. And he asked me a question. And he goes, and this is what is it, 7-8 months? I've been talking to him. But I noticed the last 2 of those months, he was getting a little irritated, avoiding me. Do you hear this? That is a really big helicopter. I can see the lights flashing through the window. Nah, that was low. Anyway, he goes, so what do you think of my evidence? We were talking about what is good enough evidence in the orb world to be deemed credible, real. And I said, he goes, what about my evidence? And I said, yours isn't good enough. I didn't mean any harm by it, but boy, was he mad. He was mad. And he left. GUFON. It was over. I think he had this girl in his ear too, who used to come here all the time, by the way. But she was in his ear, no, Rich, come on, those are real, those are real. in his ear. But anyway, she was in Australia from what I just heard. Anyway, he's on Dave Scott's show. And then we saw, Fessler was here. Dave Scott's show. And then after someone else came here and I said something, and they're over at Dave Scott's show. SoldOutRadio. Now, I don't watch that show. Haven't watched it since last April. But I have seen snippets of the Lou. That's it, when Lou was on. And that was last year. But from what I heard, and what people send me screenshots of stuff. They're all friends and buddies, and they're like, hey, Rich, check this out. This is going to make you die laughing. And what Dave does, Dave is a chicken shit. Now, he's going to say, no, I'm just nice. No, you're a chicken shit. Because you need to tell these people the reality. Instead of saying, oh, I don't know. It looks good to me. Fuck yeah, of course it does. Of course it does. Because you've done everything. I don't even know what to call the guy. He's 51 flavors, I guess. What is it, 56? How many flavors? Area 51 flavors? You can do it all. And who am I to say that's not really an orb? Who am I to say that's not a balloon? If you see a string, it's a fucking balloon. Orbs, I hate them. John, the reason I liked his, because his were a little different. But in all, it's dust. He didn't have anything magical. He didn't have any spiritual things going on. Nothing like that. Nothing else on camera. Just dust. But nothing else. So I have to, after like months, you got to say, that's all it is. It's dust. It ain't doing anything. It rises out of the ground, gets closer to the camera, so it looks bigger. It's not growing. If you had dust this big in your house, you got a problem. So, they're all going over there because their feelings don't get hurt. No, Dave's just a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. I'm just truthful. And I don't like bullshitting about stuff. See, because when you lie to these people and you tell them, and if you lie to them, they're going to think they're doing a good job. And then they're going to go everywhere to everyone confident. And they're going to be like, oh, this is great. And I've got the best orbs in the business. Nobody has UFOs with strings like me. Did you know those are tails from the lizard people? How dare you call those strings? And people will be like, wow, tails from the lizard people. And then they walk away from them and go, pfft. Oh, yeah, well, you got spirit orbs? What do you got, thousands over there? And then they walk away and they go, pfft. Everybody does it. Because everybody knows what spirit orbs look like, but nobody wants to hurt your feelings and tell you to stop doing what you're doing, because as long as you're trying, you're feeling good, right? Who's it hurting? Nobody. But you come into the field and spread wrong information, that's who it's hurting. So when they go over to Dave's Sold Out Radio, where your feelings can't be hurt, it's the greatest place on earth over there. It's like fantasyland. Everybody's doing great. No friction ever. That's the kind of world I want to live in. Oh, that's good. Never get the truth. Live in fantasyland. Keep telling yourself this lie over and over again. Spread it from generation to generation. Good job. Great job. Nice work. Yeah. Well, Rich, maybe you could be a little nicer. I couldn't have been any nicer. I'm just frustrated now telling you the story because I'm thinking back to how angry I was. But when I told these people what they were seeing and videotaping and imagining, they asked me for it. They wanted me to be brutally honest. Don't ever hold back. Don't you dare hold back because it's me. I knew. I know. Been through it. Why? Why can't people just take the advice of someone who's done it a million times, who's already made the mistakes for you, who wasted years of his own life believing in stupidity? No, not really years. It was only a couple months, but I kept trying to disprove myself. That's an orb. It's got to be a spirit orb. Let me ask my wife, because my wife at the time was my ground. She'd be like, "You serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm serious, but I don't know." And then we talk about it. And I'm like, yeah. I get it. You're right. Did we have super chats fly by? I thought I saw one or two. FAP with another 10? Thank you, Coral. Look at that. Classic. There's no message, no emoji. He just, I rolled it up in a little tube, something like this, right? A little Sharpie tube. Whew. Got it. What is that? Oh, pomegranate. Nice. I know I'm wasting time. I'm sorry. We'll give you one of these. Mucho gusto, generoso. FAP, a continuing supporter of GUFON. Thank you. Another one? Mr. DB, you guys are like, you're on the, what are you, playing tennis tonight? Mr. DB Cooper 77 with a $10 super chat. No message, no emoji either. You just rolled it up. We'll use this one. Cinnamon. I knew, I can tell by the color. Thank you very much. That is great. Come on. There it is. Hurry up. Come on. Thank you, Joey. I want to see him legless for that. Thanks, Mr. DB Cooper. I want to sneak his. Thank you, man. Mucho gusto, generoso. Continuing supporter of GUFON. Now, that's the biggest problem in this field right now. Telling people they're doing a great job when they're not. Don't sugarcoat shit, man. Well, then they'll just quit. No, they won't quit. They'll keep trying, but at least they learned not to waste time on stupid stuff. Capiche? Hey, ho, it's a one capiche show. I'm serious, guys, gals, and everything in between. There's another helicopter. Something's going on. Now, I'm supposed to go to that Artemis launch. And I messaged the guy today. I haven't heard from him since February 15th, around there. So I'm a little concerned that something went wrong. They rolled it out today. Did you guys see the video? They rolled out the big rocket. Check it out. I'll pull it up for you. Yeah, they rolled it out on the launch platform or whatever. Here, let me get 5, 4, and 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I don't like this bar on the bottom. This is amazing. Why is that volume so low? This friggin' thing. Hold on. What happened? Hit the wrong button. My fault. My fault. Hit the wrong button. You bet your ish. I don't know if I could play it. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to it. It's a little smoky in here. So tonight we're doing the 2-hour show. No GUFON lives tonight. It may come back tomorrow. I'm sorry. I forgot. I just announced that we're going to do a Sunday show from now on. Maybe Saturday and Sunday. I'm not sure. I don't know yet. I think I'm just going to do Sunday for GUFON Lives. I don't know. I don't want to take a night off. How do you like that? Oh, I am Stu Little with the £4.50 quid, 450 quid. There's no message. Such a beautiful thing. No emoji. You just rolled it up in something like this. Who? Oh. Butterscotch. Very good. Thank you. A continuing supporter of GUFON as well. Thank you, I am Stu Little. So I took some notes on what I wanted to talk about with the help of Dark Hour. What they're doing, these people that are feelings enforcers or something like that, you don't want to hurt their feelings. Tell them they're doing a great job, even though they're giving you pareidolia and balloons, drones, planes, shadows, whatever. As long as they're trying, Rich, that's all that matters. Let them keep trying. Eventually, they throw enough shit up in the air, something's going to stick. I get it. But we don't need all that shit. Weed it out yourself. Unless you're making a training video on what not to do, do not show me your balloon video. But they do have a different narrative that they want to follow. And it's not the truth. It's not. It's not the truth. They just like the fact that people are talking about it. Seriously. When you ask them, what did Lou bring to ufology? Mainstream media is the first thing that comes out of their mouth. More people talking about it than ever. Fine. Talk is cheap. How about the evidence? Well, the Pentagon said in the New York Times that they said UFOs do exist. Ooh. And that they know it. Ooh. We knew they knew. Everybody acts like that's news. Well, the Pentagon admitted it. Never done that before. Nah, but they said they were studying them. So that means that they admitted something was there to study. And then they said they didn't study them. And then they said they did. And then they said they didn't. And then they said, you know what? They know. Yeah, we believe in them too. We just don't know what it is. But they do know what it is. And that's the narrative we need to really stick to. It's a certain camaraderie, Michael, that they have, these people on the other side of ufology, that are literally ruining everything. They accept things blindly. Blindly. That is not the planet Venus. No way. The planet Venus doesn't go like this. It goes like this. That's definitely a controlled aircraft. How do you know? How do you know it's Venus? Because it says Venus on the star tracker, you idiot. You and your star tracker, those things aren't accurate. Yeah, I guess they're not. I'm wrong. Go ahead and live in fantasyland on SoldOutRadio. That's what they do. They go by how the evidence looks to them. If it looks good, it is. It is good. If it looks good, it is good. Forget about trying to figure it out. You know what's funny? When Wreaking Havoc was capturing all of these orbs, he never once did any research about it. Never looked at other orb videos and compared his to the ones that were really popular. Never went anywhere else to see if that's even a possibility in another location. Nah. Didn't have the critical thinking. And that's what we have here, is a failure to critically think in this field. And that's what we're seeing now. And you know, all these people came here within the last 5 years. And look, there's a learning curve. Don't get me wrong. I understand they're not going to know everything. But do not ask me for advice and get mad when you don't get the answer you want. No, you can be mean to me. No, I can't. You'll cry about it a month from now. Because you're going to believe... See, this is what happened with Wreaking Havoc, and I didn't go around telling you about it yet. He was getting 3 to 4 people whispering in his ear. But I think I was the only one that was telling him no. While other people were telling him it's possible. Orbs are possible. Just not at his place. Okay? That's all. It's not that I don't believe in orbs, spirit orbs. I've seen them. We just can't prove them. It sucks. And if he would have went out and did a little research, maybe get a little more respect. Hey, you show me the same thing that was here at the Haphazard Castle? That Haphazard Castle is like the bloodiest place on earth. Wow, it looks just like your orbs. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And when the orb passed by, you picked up a voice? Nothing. He didn't even try. Just at his place, he tried. And I thought that was great. I thought we'd get more. But he didn't. Lazy. And that's what Gutter Gawker also did. Wouldn't you know when you think I would know what a balloon looks like? What am I, stupid? Don't answer that. They're only lying to themselves. Oh, well, and us too. Who's this ice cream shots? $2. Thoughts on Grant Cameron? Why am I yelling? I am so sorry. My thoughts on Grant Cameron. You got it? I sent them to you. Well, you don't believe in telepathy? if you don't believe in telepathy and that aliens and humans and humans can talk this way, then, well, maybe GUFON isn't the place for you. I'm joking. Grant Cameron is, wow, I was just talking about him too. That's so weird. He is an interesting fellow. He used to be the nuts and bolts guy of ufology. And then about 4 years ago, he got into, well, what everybody's into now. Talking about how it's possible that your conscious mind or subconscious or whatever can be manipulated in a way that you might be able to speak with aliens or other beings. And I think he's a good guy. Yeah, I mean, the guy that stays away from the drama. He doesn't have time for it. He takes the work very seriously. But he is also one of these guys who won't give the truth. They're all like that. Very few people will be as honest as me to other researchers. But I like Grant Cameron. I have nothing bad to say about him. I used to think he went off the deep end when he started talking about the conscious thing and all that. Well, I still don't buy into it. But it's not harming anybody. And if it's possible, I need to learn how to do it. And I don't think I need to learn. I think I know how to do it, but I just don't because it's not real. Yep. I may get a lot of people don't like it. Tough darts. It's not real. And I don't care what you're saying, what you think, who you're talking to, who you believe. But that's the reality of it all. And I can't believe anybody here would actually be able to talk to aliens with their minds. Now, some of you I know have told me you can, and you're going to be mad at me for saying that. But please don't. Don't get mad at me. You should be laughing at me if it's really happening. You're so stupid, Rich. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Say it. It's okay. If you can talk to aliens, own up to it. Teach me. Teach me. What am I doing wrong? When I first tried talking to aliens that way, 15 years ago, 16 years ago, I tried for years. Anyway, thank you, Ice Cream Shots. Mucho gusto generoso. Hope that answered your question. Anthony Da Vinci with a $2. Oh, just a plain super chat. No emoji. No question. You just... Whew, and you... Minty. Yeah, mint. Thanks. Thank you, Anthony. Appreciate that. Appreciate the support, and I believe you're a continuing supporter of GUFON. Thank you. Next. Death-proof bum with a 2-pounder. A super sticker's in play. Let's take a look. Might take a second for mine to reach it. I haven't checked this part of... Whoa. Oh, okay. It's a pair, and it's a laughing, shy pair. Thank you very much. I don't understand the context of that pair, though. Why would the pair be doing what it's doing? It's weird, right? It's a shy pair, and it shakes its butt? Death-proof bum. That is wacky. Thank you very much. Mucho gusto generoso. It's an interesting one. What are my thoughts on Dorothy Izat? I saw that question. If somebody has a question, you can type it in all caps, and if I can get to it, I will. If I can't, I won't. Lee Guy, you taught me to summon Lemurians. I did. As a matter of fact, let's make contact with one now. Would you like to? Let's hear what this guy has to say. This guy can contact them. You ready? You ready? Thanks, Lee Guy. Mucho gusto, generoso, senoro.
Identity is Corton.
All right. He's in his stomach. You gotta get him out.
This dude sounds about like we do when we get laughing too hard. Already. He's got to talk to a Corton or whatever. Okay. No.
This is Central Control. Central Control.
They reached Central Control.
Oh, yeah, nice.
This is Central Control. Central Control. Ooh. I think I popped a vine. This is Central Control. I can't do it. All right, what do we got? Pegasus Red with a $5 super chat. What are your thoughts on Snowden? Chelsea Manning versus Lou. Patriotic or not? Chelsea Manning? I'm not allowed to talk about Lou. Chelsea Manning on Lou. Snowden? We'll have to put a pin in this one. My thoughts on Snowden? Well, I don't think what happened to him was fair. Although, you know, shouldn't have done it. Should he have? You think that was okay with what he did? I'm on the fence about that. Hold on. Somebody just sent me something here. What is this? Hold on. What is that? Who is Danny? Wait, I have this. I want you to see this. This video is going to... Well, I'm not so sure about that one, Danny. About Snowden, he did leak some shit, right? Isn't that what he did? He was the guy who leaked all the spy shit, right? Wasn't it that they were looking over, watching everybody? Like everybody was being surveilled. Yeah. That's what happened with them, right? Right. Wasn't that when everything, like cameras everywhere basically, right? Or they were spying on our conversations? I'm trying to remember exactly what that was. I think I'm right. Right? Didn't he go on the run or something? I can't remember. I think I'm confusing him with somebody else in that part. Or did he? He did, right? Didn't he go somewhere? I can't remember. My God. Oh, I'm thinking of another guy too. The guy who found all the stuff around the moon and... What was that guy's name? McKinnon? Yeah. But I think it's right. I think that's great what he did, Snowden. I don't want to be spied on everywhere I go, every phone call, listen, every phone call, every text, right? Isn't that what it was? Assange. That's it. That's the guy. Yeah, Assange, Snowden, and the McLaren guy, McKinnon. Yeah. Patriotic for sure. We should, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but that's pretty scary shit to expose. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Gary McKinnon. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, I didn't expect such a nice question. 3 questions in one. Hackers. Yeah, the hackers. Yeah, when you're not prepared and they catch you off guard, I'm like, I got to do quick math in my head. Like, who do I remember first? It's like, no, that's McKinnon, and that's where I was going first. I couldn't remember. Anyway, so I'm not a big believer in the contacting aliens by thought process, but these people who come into ufology and don't like being told the truth do not have the critical thinking. And we used to talk about critical thinking almost every day. When we first started this whole thing, GUFON, critical thinking is where it's all at. I like to think critical thinking is 70% common sense, and the other 30% is just smart. IQ. You got to have a lot of common sense. My sister, who has a very high IQ, doesn't really have the common sense I thought she would. She fakes her way through life with it. It's weird. Like, how did you not know that? Oh, I knew it. I was just seeing if you knew it. But they are lying to themselves. That is a huge thing that's going on right now. Jeff Garvey with a $10 all over a beer fart neutralized. Yep. We'll give you one of these, Mr. Garvey, a continuing supporter of GUFON. Thank you, Jeff Garvey, for the $10 agush all over a beer fart neutralized. Agush all over a beer fart neutralized. Mucho gusto generoso. We got to come up with some new stuff. Thanks, Jeff, continuing supporter of GUFON. Let me check. I kept hearing some dings come in. I think it might be our Cash App or PayPal. Let's double check. It's not loading. We'll have to come back to it. Uh-oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, what is this? Huh. I want to take a look at this. Oh, this is dust bunnies. You know when you punch a pillow? Oh, that's great. Scott Brown with the good video here. Let me show you what these orbs look like. Man-made orbs. Man-made orbs coming up. Very good, Scott. Here we go in 5, 4. Your mother's got 2 hips. Goodbye, everybody. See you later. Have a good night. Is there something coming up at 10? I'm not sure I want to see what's going on over there. As I slurp down my coffee that's been sitting here. So you can see man-made orbs. Here they come. That was a good one. They look just like the Wreaking Havocs. Thank you, Scott. There's more on that. Oh, hold on. Here they come. Oh, that was a good one, huh? You can tell that was a male because it was darker or brighter. Let's see if we get a female. Oh, that was a female. Saw right through it. That's how you can tell the difference between male and female spirit orbs, because one of them's dark and the other one's bright. Remember that? Who said that? That was the dumbest thing I ever heard. But people believe it. I don't know why I'm laughing. Dinkamousey with an $8 Australian. Common sense, unfortunately. It's not that uncommon. It's not that common. It isn't. It isn't. You're right, Dinkum. Dinkum. I don't know why I'm... Why am I saying this? What is wrong with me? All right. Thank you very much. And a very nice continuing supporter. What's that? We'll give you this one. It's raining love. Dinka Mousy. It's raining love. Thank you. Appreciate it. His show isn't even serious. He sings, he's got videos, and he says something with a mucho. I don't know. This guy's stupid. And that's in the notes. The people that go over to the Sold Out and the new people in this field, the narrative goes against common sense, and that they're coming from... that they're not coming from a logical place. It's very scary. They're worried about feelings instead of the truth. It's true. It is true. How much more can I say? You know it's true. All right, I'm going to finish off the rest of this for you. The Artemis got rolled out. This is the rollout trailer. Where's Josh? Josh and Artemis. It's the Josh and Artemis show. Uh-oh, here we go. All right, what time is it? It's time for this. Yep, that's right. We have an ad, believe it or not. And I don't know why it's not starting. All right, here it is in 5. Hey, why isn't that full screening? That is so weird. Hold on. 4, 3, 2.
If the crash retrievals are true, then all bets are off.
It's very hard for people to get their minds around where the real power is. And it's not at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. The reality is something much more stark.
They've been working on this for 60, 70, perhaps 80 years.
The reason why the government is talking about these UFOs now, they're getting ready for the next level of war.
Are these objects a national security concern?
They're proffering a narrative of a national security threat that doesn't exist.
I call them alien reproduction vehicles. They're made by private corporations somewhere on this planet.
Technology from Roswell from 1947 has largely been held back from us.
Portal technology, teleportation, whatever you can imagine, it's already been done.
The biggest secrets are not the zero-point energy and electrogravitics. It's the science of consciousness. All their communication systems are moving through the consciousness field and are thought actuated. The people of the CIA call it WSFM, weird science and frickin' magic. The transdimensional interstellar technology will benefit humanity.
There has been tremendous disinformation.
The media is keeping secrets with the government.
These are lethal, vicious people. And I'm focused on exposing the extraordinary technologies that they want to keep secret. No aspect of life on Earth will be unaffected by it.
Top secret, the technology behind disclosure, coming out April 5th, 2022. Check your local streaming services, Amazon, Vimeo, and you'll see the link. It'll take you all those places. But it's going to be good. It has gone viral. The trailer video. It's unbelievable. You guys have no idea how great this movie is. I'm so giddy because it's so close. Did you get your pre-order? It's only $12.99. Not bad. Not bad. That's a really good price. I have something here I want to show you. We went over this the other night, but I didn't go, I'd rather do this the right way. Nope, not doing it. Not doing it. Here's a little, let me pull this up. Remember this guy? I'm going to pull this guy up.
Hi everyone, this is Daniel Scranton, and I'm going to channel the Arcturian Council.
Come on, everybody. Do it with them. Yeah. Yeah. No. How's your deodorant working today? All I know is every dolphin that's at my front door. I've been holding on to this clip for a while. Play this one for you. Elon Musk finally opens up about aliens.
How many dead one-planet civilizations there are out there in the cosmos? Maybe they're among us. I don't know. Yes, it's funny. The universe appears to be 13.8 billion years old. Earth, like 4.5 billion years old. In another 500 million years or so, the sun will expand and probably evaporate the oceans.
No, that's not true. Did he say in 500 million years? Or, wait, I thought the sun only has 10 billion years left. Right?
The sun will expand and probably evaporate the oceans.
Come on.
Appears to be 13.8 billion years old. Earth, like 4.5 billion years old. In another 500 million years or so, the sun will expand and
No, that's only 500 million years. He's 100% wrong. Wrong. Our sun has a 10 billion year life, right? Yes, yes. 5 billion years left. Hold on. If I had Google right in front of me. Hold on. I got to ask. When will the sun die? The sun is about 4.6 billion years old. Gauge on the other stars in the solar system formed around the same time. Based on observations of other stars, astronomers predict it will reach the end of its life in about another 10 billion years. All right? He's wrong. Musk is wrong. And I was right. I thought it was 5.2 at first, but then I remembered reading that. 10 billion years left. 500 million. That's 500 million years. He's way off. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
probably evaporate the oceans and make life impossible on Earth. Which means that if it had taken consciousness 10% longer to evolve, it would never have evolved at all. But I think this is one of the great questions in physics and philosophy, is where are the aliens? Maybe they're among us. I don't know.
Do you think we'll make contact with aliens within the next 50 years?
No.
Well, that's a really tough one to say.
If he knew the answer, he would have already said it. It's a no. He doesn't want to let people down. Just say no. Even though we don't really know. Just say he wants to say no. But he doesn't want to be so decisive about it that the people who believe in this stuff are sending him to Mars. He doesn't want to disappoint those people, but that's a real answer. I'm done with Musk.
So, what it suggests is there's this great question. It's called the Fermi paradox. Like, where are the aliens? Like, if there are so many planets out there and the universe is almost 14 billion years old, why aren't the aliens everywhere?
Does he not understand? He's so smart. He's stupid. What's going on with the numbers? What am I missing? What is this? What am I missing in the chat? Sorry, I have to check. What is going on? What is going on? Oh, wait, what are you guys talking? Oh, about how much left in the sun? 11 squillion. That's the answer. That's what you guys are doing? Nobody really knows. But it is so enormous. It makes sense why there are no aliens all over the place. It's huge.
And this is one of the most perplexing questions. If there are super intelligent aliens out there, they're probably already observing us. That would seem quite likely, and we just are not smart enough to realize it. Any advanced alien civilization that was at all interested in populating the galaxy, even without exceeding the speed of light, even if you're only moving at, say, 10 or 20% of the speed of light, you could populate the entire galaxy in, let's say, 10 million years.
Oh my God. We have never had humans that we know of haven't lasted more than, what, 200, 300,000 years? Looking like I do, like a caveman? Where are all the aliens? Yeah, the link to that video will be in the description after the show. I can't believe we can't trust Elon Musk anymore. Can't trust Elon Musk anymore. All right, this is interesting. I live in a town called Brooksville, a city. And in the 60s and 70s was the UFO sightings capital of the world. Near where the Western Ray Plaza now sits in Brooksville, right up the street from where I live, there was a replica UFO. It was built by John Reeves, who reported that he frequently had UFO sightings in that area. He enjoyed taking walks through the sandy pine-covered area around his home. He reported that on March 2nd, 1965, 57 years ago, in the woods, he came across a strange UFO sitting on the ground. The UFO was disc-shaped and held up with 4 stilts, keeping it a few feet off the ground. The disc was 40 feet in diameter and 9 feet tall at the center. Reeves points out what he considers to be alien footprints near his property in Brooksville. He said he saw strange alien creatures near the disc, which had a luminous skin. Ooh. Wow. That's what a UFO should look like. The creatures were tall and thin, and their skin was porcelain smooth. The creatures carried a small square object, which the creature held at chin level and made a bright flash of light. Wait, that's what he made? He made this? Yeah. Pretty cool. Alrighty then. Cancel. Nope, don't need it. Yep, there was a major UFO sighting right up the street from where I live. Here's the UFO photo. I'll pull it up. Hold on. Ah, these are different. Never mind. Nope. All right. So Captain Corrosive. Oh, Don Mofo with a $3 super chat. No words, no sticker. He just rolled it up. Meaty. Thanks, Don Mofo. A continuing supporter of GUFON. You know it. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. And Brian Kegler with a $10 super chat. NASA figures. We've got about 1 billion years left before the sun kills us all. The sun will start expanding into a red giant. Once it starts to expand is when life on Earth will start to perish. Right. But that's not going to happen until 10 billion years from now. So wait a minute. So the sun is going to start expanding within the next 500 million years? Is that what we're being told? So it'll take 9.5 billion years for the sun to die out, because in the next 500 million years, it's going to start expanding. Now I got it. Okay. Now I got it. The sun dies in 10 billion years, but it takes a long time for it to expand and kaput. Got it. So we literally have about 500 billion years left. Thank you, Brian. Now, that makes sense. Thank you, Brian Kegler, with a $10 super chat and a very knowledgeable super chat. And good. All over science, bitch. Thank you. Mucho gusto, generoso. That was my Breaking Bad impression. So this tweet is from Captain Corrosive. Sorry, I have to play it. No, ew. Oh, God, what the fudge? Hey, Lou, while you're there, would you mind telling your boy Fistler and his followers to stop doxing me, as they have been for about a month now in some misguided attempt to be karma and avenge you for your new favorite movie, Who's Lou? Unless, of course, you endorsed this. See? Sold Out Radio. UFO Wars. He called me a booger. So mature. Frank, UFO Thinker Podcast, said, there are some in the UFO community who seek to monetize drama and even actively stir things up. Is he talking about me? Arguing with them only adds to the drama, which is exactly what they want. No, that's not me. Best to focus on supporting those whose approach you do resonate with and keep pushing for truth. See, that's the key. That's the ticket right there. Right? It's best to focus on supporting those whose approach you do resonate with and keep pushing for the truth. So, do you go with the people who don't know what the F they're talking about, but they're very nice and they're very sweet, right? Or do you go to the person who's going to be brutally honest. Doesn't seem like a dick, but he tells you what you need to hear, and you get a little bit of entertainment in the process. I'd like to go to that guy. I'd like to go to the guy who's going to entertain me, inform me, and make me feel like I'm getting the truth. That's what I want in a podcast. Shit. Everybody does it differently. Nobody does their shows the same. Unless you're going to put a shirt and tie on and try to act like somebody you're not. And we know there's a couple of shows that actually do that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there is. Everybody likes what they like. I know for a fact not everybody likes me or likes the way I do this. I get it. I don't understand it, but I get it. I get it. But I can't change who I am to make you happy. And quite frankly, I don't see there's anything wrong with what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. And sometimes I say something that may go over the top, but I'm not doxing people or striking people because I don't like what they say. Graham Rendell says, they could have simply sat in the background and carried on doing what they're doing behind closed doors. Some folks would have squealed about that too. Instead, they've chosen to engage, inform, and enthuse a whole lot of people who otherwise had little or no hope of progression. Talking about Lou and the boys doing what they're doing out in the public instead of behind closed doors. It would have been the same. I actually said something. Lou said he's not about disclosure because he would have to violate national security and his NDA to expose it, and he's not doing that. Everything Lou touches in this field turns to crap. The AOI MSG, which you just heard, is not going to be transparent now. How do you like them apples? Not only did they go to the old ATIP office, they closed the door and locked it. And they're still going to go to Congress with what they find, but they're not going to disclose it to you or me. The AOI MSG is crap. No transparency. ATIP, crap. TTSA, crap. Alien metals that Art had, crap. That Lou had from Art from Linda. Oy. Oh, my God, this field is so dumb. Unreal. 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 So Ryan Graves, who was the pilot that, I believe it was 2019, maybe 2015, I don't know, somewhere between those two, said that he and other pilots saw UFOs almost every day for 2 years. That's this Ryan Graves. This is his tweet. He says, this was something that I wondered too, as the details were fuzzy, so I double-checked with the WSO that recorded the object. The flight occurred during dusk, and the FLIR footage was recorded when it was too dark to see visually. Also, why didn't they go close aboard for ID? Here's what I said. You claim that you guys were seeing the Tic Tacs virtually every day for 2 years. Why isn't there any footage? I would think that one of you guys would have taken a camera up there to record history. I know you aren't allowed to take cams with you, but who listens when UAPs are near? According to this here, Muddy Bootprint says, according to the show Unidentified, the WSO was close to going on record, but changed his mind. Was this true? Shut off. All right, I'm getting messages. I don't know what they are, but I need to check this. Huh. Oh, so this just came in. Well, first of all, this goes out to somebody who said, Rich, you may need some sun on those legs. Come on, you live by the beach now. For that person who said that, my legs are freaking tan. I don't know what you're seeing, but my legs were really tan. I'll send you a picture. Bad news. Nice to get bad news right before the weekend. Unfortunately, NASA reneged on the third phase of Moon invitation to go see the Artemis launch. Along with big YouTubers out there that have over 1 million subscribers aren't even going. They were turned down. I'm going to go. Why can't I go? Can I go watch it as a citizen? I think I'm going to go anyway. I've been waiting for it. I got my car fixed. I even have air conditioning that's running nice and cold. It's supposed to be 89 tomorrow. I'm going. I'm going. Maybe. I don't want to go alone. Oh, that's true. Maybe somebody can go with me. We'll talk. This is going to be a better... Actually, we're going to make it even better now. And nothing's better like being... I can't believe they tell us now. I'm a little bit upset. Yeah, that makes me a little sad. A little bit upset. All right. A couple of nights ago, I saw in the chat room, and this is just something from 3 years ago almost, from July 17th. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Somebody said, whatever happened to Richie from Boston? You used to do the Richie from Boston shit. Yeah, well, you know, some things get old and you got to move on. If you haven't noticed, we don't even talk about UFO Jesus anymore. We got away from a lot of things. They just get old. They run their course. But I thought it was interesting to go back 3 years almost and see what the show looked like. So, and I keep forgetting to turn on the other camera. Check this out.
This probably won't be up till Wednesday morning, but it is what it is. But here's the deal.
He's making deals.
You know, I'm looking up right now, and all I am seeing is airplanes spraying the sky.
Yeah, that's where airplanes are, Richie. You look up, I see airplanes, Mommy. No shit. I'm looking up right now. Oh, I didn't know airplanes were in disguise.
With absolute impunity. And since they've come out and said it, you know, it was a soft disclosure. They didn't come straight out.
Oh my God. Now he's trying to dip into ufology now by talking about admitting chemtrails are part of the Cool the Earth Off project. He's so stupid.
And say, attention Americans, you know, this is your president. We're going to begin spraying the sky to save America.
Even if they chemtrailed 100 cities around the world, that wouldn't do anything. It's just a little bit cloudy. Seriously, man. Do you know how ridiculous chemtrailing sounds right about now? You can only isolate it. You can do a whole city, I believe, maybe a few, if you had all those planes. But you can't cool a whole freaking planet down. You got to do it all at once. At least half. Do you know how big? It's not a tennis ball, Richie.
From global warming by bouncing the sun's rays back into outer space. They didn't do that. But they did it every single solitary other way. They put it in physics.org. They put it in every news magazine. They put it absolutely everywhere. But the problem is, the average American
sounds like he's taking
read
off.
those things like we do. Do you see what I'm saying? And the problem is, average Americans are looking at
This is your captain speaking. We're now idling at 35,000 feet. Over to the left, you can see Ricky from Boston. Everybody wave.
Tell me what you see. You'll see a rainbow. You know what I mean? Technically, I guess, it's beautiful. But you're dumping oil.
This is your captain speaking. Richie from Boston is still talking. If you want to look out the west side, you can see his big fat ass.
I've been busy the last few days, so I've been listening to a lot of other channels. You know what I'm saying? Channels that I've listened to for 10 years.
This is your captain speaking. Richie from Boston has been listening to channels.
Passing is great. You know what I'm saying? Mentioning it once in a while is great.
Hey, Richie from Boston, I'm chemtrailing.
Oh my God, I'm embarrassed.
And we're breathing all of this in. All of us. We're breathing this in. We have no choice.
This is horrible.
We're breathing it in. We're absorbing it through our skin. We're eating it. We're drinking it.
Hey, Richie, I'm breathing.
What is going on?
Everything that people use as intake calories or food. Because everything is genetically modified, fluoridated, etc. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we do. All right, man, that was freaking awesome. I wore the same glasses as him. That was the joke. That was awful. I can't even believe I even played that. Now I understand more why I suck. Hey, Brian Kegler, are you sure? $5 super chat. Artemis is a huge failure. SpaceX will save the day and future. I don't want Artemis to blow up. There's nobody going on the thing. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to unhinge you there. But I'm really upset. I think we can still go, though. I'm sure I can still go. Hold on. I forgot to check on one more thing. Huh? Oh, no. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that. Mucho gusto, generoso. They will save the day, so. Grazie, grazie. Hey, how's everybody doing out there coming here now? Red Storm 1, Bob Perkins, Single Wide Samurai. After this show tonight, Dark Hour Paranormal is having a guest on the show. Let's go take a look who it is. His name is Michael Roser. Here we go. It's the Greene County Forest people joining him tonight. It's right after GUFON. We'll shut down 5 minutes early so you can have a few minutes. Greene County Forest people sits in on Dark Hour Paranormal to discuss his experiences and photographic evidence of elementals and Bigfoot. No shit. All right. We'll check it out. Yep, that'll be fun. Right after GUFON, not before. You know? I'll do it. I'll do it again. Check this out. You've never seen anything like this. Is that cool or what? I mean, honestly, that is as cool could be. Isn't that amazing? I'm telling you, we live on a planet that is more paranormal and weird than it is normal and normal. And then we've got to deal with real life. You understand? Like this, I'll show you. Because real life is getting really freaking scary, people. Really scary. And I'm scared for this future. And I'm not going to go political except for this 1 minute. Go.
We knew that once Kamala Harris was involved, it couldn't really be that serious. And we knew that because this is what she's like.
It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it's time for us to agree.
This whole thing about the border, we've been to the border. We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I mean, I don't...
Thank you, guys. And my pronouns are she, her, and hers.
She, her, and her?
She would look down at me and, Kamala, what do you want? What do you want? And I looked back up at her and I said, freedom!
You're gonna literally see the craters on the moon with your own eyes.
All those kids right there are actors and actresses. Did you know that? They were all paid actors and actresses. This is all fake.
With your own eyes, I'm telling you.
You're actually going to see planets with your own eyes. Like when Darth Vader took off his helmet. Let me look at you. Or let me look upon you with my own eyes. Who wrote that thing? Not Star Wars, but who wrote this?
We must together work together to see where we are headed, but also see it as a moment, yes, to together.
What?
We knew that once Kamala Harris...
I mean, what? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
At Edwards Air Force Base as a contractor, and that ran out after several years, and Hal picked me up and hired me. So Hal has been instrumental in pushing my career forward, helping me become successful, giving me the opportunity to become successful in both professional physics and in UAP research and investigations. And that's when I became a professional UAP physicist, was back in when I started my job at NIDS. So thank you, Hal.
And the one comment I'd like to make is that I'm
Wait a minute. 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 Wait a freaking minute. How could... Wait, did I hear this correctly?
A professional UAP physicist was back in when I started my job at NIDS.
Oh, okay. A professional UAP physicist. That's impossible. He's lying. Nobody can be a professional UAP physicist unless you have the actual object in front of you, right? Or no? Am I wrong on this? So what would a physicist actually do? This is what always frustrated me about why these people are needed. I understand that you need somebody to figure out the propulsion. Okay, I understand that you need somebody to do the math to figure out how fast something is going. But what else do you need? Seriously, what else do you need? Who can be an expert on the unexplained? Am I wrong to think this? Is that wrong? No, they do have objects? I'm not talking about F-18s and hypersonic missiles that go into the water after 16 seconds. But he wasn't hired on to build this stuff. Now that's a weird statement. Unless he accidentally told the truth.
So thank you, Hal.
Maybe.
The one comment I'd like to make is that, I'm glad they can't do this because of the paradox.
Is that the guy who played in Cheers?
That would be involved. If you could go back into the past and change things, it would seem to me you'd either have to go into a parallel universe or it would screw everything up. So I'm glad it can't happen.
That's a very good question, and the grandfather paradox was already solved back in the 2000s by Jean. Oh my gosh, I forgot his first name. It's hyphenated. He's French. His last name is Berneton. Jean-Pierre, maybe. And he's a mathematical physicist who did a study on all this. And he basically showed that the type of time loops through space, or the path through space in a time machine that you would take, it's called the closed time-like curve, that you would take to go into the past, where you could go back and kill your grandfather to prevent yourself from being born. Those are not even physically allowed. And I'm not going to get into a whole exposition on the mathematical and physics reasons.
That cannot happen. That cannot happen. And it's true that it can't happen. I can't go back and kill my father's father, my grandfather, and I won't be born. It just won't happen. Once you exist, you exist. You're not going to disappear. You're in another timeline. You're disrupting your future. Let's say I go back and kill or somebody goes back and kills my grandfather. And I'm alive in 1990. Now, somebody goes back to kill him. I'm not just going to disappear. It creates another timeline. Wouldn't it? No. If you go back to 1930, let's say, kill my father's father, and my father's not born, but I'm still here. When you come back from 1930 and come back to 2022, I'm still going to be here. My father won't, and my mother would have married somebody else, but I'd still be here. I don't buy into that you disappear or you don't exist. I don't buy it. Nope. And I don't know if time travel's real. I don't know if it can be. But if you haven't watched the TV program Timeless, take a look at it. It's on Hulu. One of the best time traveling TV series I've ever seen. It's just clean fun, man. It's good time. If you haven't seen it. Timeless. It's really good. I think the lady in that movie, I forget her name, very attractive, very funny. She's just a good actress. They all do a great job. It's such a good show. If you haven't seen it, Timeless. All right, what else I got here? Don't blink. Why do I have this? Don't blink.
Don't.
Oh, guys, I want you to try this. Try this now. Try this with me.
Blink. Stare at the center of your screen and don't take your eyes off that dot. In a moment, I'm going to count down from 10 and you're going to look around you and the whole room is going to look like it's moving. And if you don't believe me, just keep watching and try your hardest not to blink. If it works, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more crazy videos. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look around you. Is everything moving? Let me know and send this to a friend.
Yeah, I don't like that. Man, that's bizarre. It lasts like a few seconds, but that was weird. That is a weird thing. Check this out. Somebody sent this. Where did I get? I thought somebody sent this to me. This comes from Coral Libra Queen, and I don't think this is Coral. No, it's not. Let's take a look. This is a two-parter. But this person says they captured this. Well, automatically, I mean, maybe it's a balloon. String. It's always around the dark side, right? String. Maybe, I don't know. Look. String. Let's look at the other ones. There it is. It's way up there. So you see how far away it is. This reminds me of Game Vet when he captured that pink object. You remember these have been a little bit popular. Hold on, I don't want to click on something that'll show up and it shouldn't. All right, now let's look at the next pic. They have got a lot more pictures here. Let's see. Here. These are a little more contrast. I'm going to say it's a balloon, like an arch. Several balloons, but I could be wrong. This thing looks like it lit up in the sky. Because that was at night those pictures were, when it was far away. It's pretty weird. Here, I'll show you again. This one here. See, it's lit up. This is at night. But there is something coming off of it. I hate this job. Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. Dark matter may exist because a mirror universe is running backward in time. Have you heard about this? What's this? Oh, a $2 super chat. Twin Peaks or X-Files? For me, it's X-Files. And I'm going to say something now. I've only watched the first season of Twin Peaks because I thought it got a little stupid. I never watched it. Maybe I should go back and watch it. Yeah, that's an interesting one, Pegasus Red. Thank you for being a continuing supporter of GUFON. Mucho gusto generoso. Guys really kicked ass tonight. Super chat, super sticker, then PayPal, Cash App. Become a patron. Let me see. I haven't checked these in a while. Okay, good. I got one more thing. Yeah, I was going to talk about this real quick. This mirror universe may have a twin, like our universe may have a twin that runs backward in time. It says a new wild theory suggests that there may be another anti-universe running backward in time prior to the Big Bang. The idea assumes that the early universe was small, hot, and dense, and so uniform that time looks symmetric going backward and forward. If true, the new theory means that dark matter isn't so mysterious. It's just a new flavor of ghostly particle called a neutrino that can only exist in this kind of universe. And the theory implies that there would be no need for a period of inflation that rapidly expanded the size of the young cosmos soon after the Big Bang. If true, then future experiments to hunt for gravitational waves or to pin down the mass of neutrinos could answer once and for all whether this mirror anti-universe exists. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. There's a lot of stuff here. But that was by originally published on livescience.com. And the link won't be in the description. Capiche? No capiche. What's that? Oh, Congress rewrites UFO history. Did you hear about this? And make some changes? Wait, what is this? Congress now faces the inescapable conclusion that elements within the Pentagon's intelligence apparatus have prevented congressional oversight on UAP and are likely in contempt of Congress. Whoa! Congress has learned a lot more from the declassified report than they're willing to divulge right now. However, the history books are being rewritten and the Pentagon's going to take the fall for decades of obfuscation. Wow. Like, really? You're surprised at that? I mean, people just crack me up. We pay them to not talk. We pay them to not tell us things. Your sister's got no nuts. I can't believe I did that. I forgot to post the show on Twitter. I thought I did it. Well, I want to thank... Oh, who's this? $1.50 from Alcy Tiger, Third Phaser, Gufonian Quaker Rock Fam. It's a super sticker. And it is not coming up for me. What is this, Shane? You put one up? Wait, hold on. All right, let me go to Coral. Thank you very much for that, Alcy Tiger, Third Phaser, Gufonian Flavor Rock Fam. Shane Rodriguez with a $10 agush all over that new belly button pool. Belly button pool. Thank you, Shane Rodriguez, for the $10. I don't know what you mean. I gush all over that new belly button. I gush. Mucho gusto, generoso. Under 17, not permitted without parent. Thank you. And a mucho gusto, generoso to you, so. A continuing supporter of GUFON. Brian Kegler with the $2 Travelers is... Oh, yeah, I like Travelers. It's a unique time travel show on Netflix. Yep. I already watched it. I started over again like last week. Yeah, I forgot all the stuff that I watched. Travelers is good. Very good. Thank you for that. Travelers on Netflix, yo. We got to get out of here. Thank you, everybody, for supporting the show. Super chatters, moderators, thank you very much for keeping the show running, because that's how we survive, with your help and your support. And I want to thank the newcomers and the veterans. Thank you for supporting the show by subscribing, sharing, liking. end comment. And if you're commenting and it's not showing up, let me know. Can you do that? I need you to let me know if they're not showing up. I think something's going on, because we always have more than one comment on a show. Something's going on. So let me know. Go over to Dark Hour Paranormal right after this. He's got a great interview. And something just popped up. What's this? Oh, okay. All right. Lord Ludacris with a $1 super sticker. Thank you very much for getting that in right at the end. Appreciate that. A mucho gusto generoso to you, sir. A continuing supporter of GUFON. For some reason, I can't move the chat to see the sticker and it doesn't show up on the StreamYard. Thank you, everybody. Don't forget Dark Hour Paranormal. Give him some love. We'll see you tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern. There's no show at 11 tonight, but I did post a video up there, so you can watch that before you go to Dark Hour if you want. See you guys tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, right here in GUFON. Giddy up.